Well, hello. My name is Jamie J. I'm the managing director and founder of Bottleneck Virtual Assistants. And just forewarning today, as you know, I do work remotely from my house. So we have a crazy puppy that could be barking from time to time. Just letting you know that it is a definite possibility you might hear the vocal cords of an 80 plus pound puppy barking in the background. Yeah, today I am jumping on the call to do my weekly Facebook Live every Thursday, 9:30 a.m. Central Time. That's 10:30 Eastern. That's 8:30 Pacific. I'm sorry, 7:30 Pacific and 8:30 Mountain. And today I'm going to be talking about what to do when something goes wrong or something has happened. And I'm just going to jump right into this. Something has gone wrong. This is funny because this was actually scheduled before time, and something actually went wrong. Something actually went really wrong, and it was one of those things that I have to. First of all, as the CEO, and you know what? Before I get too far into this, let me go ahead and share this with. I want to share this with my profile too, because I want everybody to hear about this, because there's a couple things that we need to, as business leaders, or as anything. This can be business, this can be personal, this could be whatever. It's very important that we maintain communication. And so what I want to do is I want to share this with, let me see, and there's the dog barking. You can probably hear that. Let me see. I'm going to share it now. Okay. All right. We are sharing it. Thank you so much. If you do have a question or something and I don't see it, I will get back to you. Thank you so much. Anyways, what do you do? What should we do when and if something goes wrong? Not if, but when, because ultimately it's going to happen, correct? First of all, in my position, the buck stops with me. I take full responsibility for any challenges that have come to pass, let's say. In this case, 100% my fault. What should I do when something goes wrong? It is my goal that we need to, oh my gosh, bear with me. Bear with me. This is going to be unprecedented in all of Facebook Lives. I'm going to be Facebook Live, but I'm not going to be on Facebook Live. All right, we're back on Facebook Live. People are going to watch this and go, what the heck? Hey, go with it. What happens when something goes wrong, just like it did there? You need to communicate, pure and simple. Now, you can only control what you can control. And when you find out that things aren't going right, you have to look to leadership. In my case, I got to look at myself, and I got to look at myself hard and look in the mirror and figure out what it is that I'm not doing correctly from a procedural or a process oriented space. Because ultimately what's happening is there's problems in communication as a result from lack of process or the lack of carrying out processes. So when something goes wrong, acknowledge it, acknowledge that there's something wrong internally. Right? Sure, something's gone wrong. Acknowledge it. Okay. Then identify what the problem is, and then communicate or commit to communicating in the best way that you can to receive feedback. And get ready for this one. shut up, receive, listen. And one of the challenges that I may have when there is a problem that's happened is I may talk too much, trying to fix everything, when in all actuality, I kind of need to sit back, relax, and hear either the criticism, hopefully constructional criticism, but hear the complaints, hear the frustration, listen for this, and don't react, consume, listen, get all of this information. Every negative can turn into a positive. I'm 100% sure of that. Tim Ferriss said something that, and I'm greatly paraphrasing. He said that the only way he can really move forward in business ventures or whatever that may be is that if he has difficult conversations with people. A lot of people like to go away from difficult conversations. It's painful, it's uncomfortable, but I say go into it head on, into these difficult conversations. This is the best time you're going to learn. If you're always comfortable, you're not growing, in my opinion. Hit this stuff head on, listen, acknowledge it. Don't let things sit and grow and grow, and because then all of a sudden something's going to happen, it's going to just explode. So we had a recent incident, and unfortunately it didn't work out. Some of our assistants left, and they left one of our best clients. He's amazing, who spent all this time training and things like that. And the reason that I'm sharing this with everybody is because I want you to maybe, if something like this happens in your life, maybe from what I've learned from this experience, will be able to help you out. So we're going through some growing changes here. And part of the growing changes is we're having to reevaluate our current systems and our processes, everything from payroll to onboarding to training to pre-interviewing to vetting to all of this stuff. We're kind of revamping everything so that we can take the next level of growth and be able to continue to scale at the rate in which we've been scaling. We're even reviewing a new CRM. As you can possibly imagine, some of the things, some friction points are really starting to wear down, and there's several of them. So we have to address each one individually, but this is time consuming. So how to address what we're doing when things go wrong? I need to communicate. So I'm communicating right now, and in the hopes that if you're experiencing a problem, you can communicate it effectively with your team, with your clients, in a Facebook Live, whatever that means of communication is. Now, this is very uncomfortable because I'm inviting you into some of the challenges. When you market a company, you want to market all the strengths. You don't want to market the weaknesses. You don't want to market the challenges. But at our core, we believe in transparency. So yeah, we're having some challenges with regards to growth. And when this incident happened, it happened because there was a payroll issue. We were trying out a new pay service and all of that. I will say this, that some suggestions were made by our VAs that really made a lot of sense. And we're implementing processes based on their feedback. So thank you for that. There was also some things that happened that I didn't agree with, that I was able to address with them. And ultimately it didn't work out. And the scary part was to reach out to our client, of whom we absolutely love, he's amazing, and let him know that the VAs were leaving. That was so difficult. But I'm super highly motivated to go find replacements and get them all sorted and do all of that kind of thing. So challenging, yes. For the client, terrible. For the VAs, they're leaving. They're going and finding another position. Terrible, right? Maybe good for them. Overall, I think it's a good thing because we've learned a lot out of this. We've learned a lot about processes. We've learned a lot about communication. We learned, hey, we really have to communicate even more so the next time we think about changing the status quo. Because once people get used to a certain thing and then we change it, well, then they go into that area of uncomfortability, not really knowing what's happening. And that could be very scary. And I understand that. For me, I thrive in that environment. I'm finding out most people do not. And so I have to listen, hear, understand, and really consume the information that I'm being given and not automatically assume that people understand what it is that I'm conveying. And so stop talking and start listening more. Again, I need to fall back on my word of the year, which is listen intentionally, and soulfully to engage notably. Listen intentionally and soulfully to engage notably. Again, that's what I think you should do when things go wrong. I think you need to sit back, acknowledge the problem. That's the first thing, and acknowledge it internally. Okay, there is a problem. Define what that problem is. Okay, there's a problem here. There's a problem here, and this is what the problem is happening based on what I perceive it to be. Number two, reach out to the affected environment, community. Third thing, present the challenge and listen. Once you're done presenting your challenging and listening based on your definition of what the problem is, marry the two together and see whether you can come to a happy medium. So their perception of the problem, meaning your client, your staff, whomever that may be, their perception of the problem may be something totally different than what your perception of the problem is. Let's put those two together and work it out. Now, if things don't work out, they just don't work out sometimes. That's okay. It really is okay if things don't work out. Take what you've learned from that process and apply it to future processes and systems and workflows. That's my 2 cents. I will get off my soapbox for the day. Thank you for bearing with me as the pup kind of tried to jump into our call here. We got it all sorted. If you want to learn anything more about what we're doing over here at Bottleneck Virtual Assistants, please visit us at bottleneck.online. We'd love to answer any questions that you have. If you'd like to schedule a consultation, if you're scaling your business and running into a lot of these problems and challenges, maybe it's time for a virtual assistant. One thing, because I disclosed challenges that we had, please believe me when I say that our systems and processes are in place. They are living, breathing documents, so we continually tweak them. But I will tell you this, you will never have to wonder where we're at. We'll be fully transparent with you, honest, and we'll help you every step of the way. And if we have a problem, we'll go through that problem or that challenge together. That is a promise coming from me, and that carries out through the entire staff here. We believe in the ripple effect. We believe in a life that's bigger than just us. We believe that we have an effect or an impact on more than just us or immediate circle. What we do affects so many others. And so that's my message to you today. Thank you so much. My name is Jamie J. I'm the managing director and founder of Bottleneck Virtual Assistants. And special thanks to everybody for helping us out. And we're excited about the growth and can't wait to see what's around the corner there. So thanks for tuning in. It's bottleneck.online. Have a fantastic day. All right. Bye for now.